Let me go back. Okay, so we're gonna go from the first screen you come to, we're gonna hit to go into sales and checking. We're gonna hit escape and then 4, which is order entry. It'll save you from having to enter a bunch of, entries, okay? So now we're on the sales screen, okay? So we wanna put a customer number in there. Now, you can either enter an order and just enter the customer's number and the customer screen will come up and then you can enter an order from there, or you can do a quote. And so if you're just checking for pricing, just use the Q option so you don't mess up the system. Because when I first started doing this, I was entering, I'd have 6 orders down there because I was checking stuff. And they're going, why are you starting all these documents, So anyway, so just for drill, we'll put Empire in there. 43484. Whoops.
Is there a way to look up a customer without having their customer ID?
There is. Good question. So let's go Q and show you that. Okay, so see quote.
Okay.
Now, to do that, escape 4. We don't know what the customer is. Just go to your search, F4. Enter your customer name, what you know of it.
Okay.
So let's just put Empire.
Try AutoWorks. See, that's a new account. Let's see if that pops up yet.
All one word or 2?
All one word.
There they are. Which one do you want to use?
Tampa. Why is there one in Brandon? Interesting.
Central Drive.
Okay, yeah, Tampa.
Okay, Tampa. Okay, so now I'm just going to come over here and put a Q so we don't ball up the works. Okay. So now you want to enter. Let's say we're going to do a quote. Okay. So we hit enter. Now it may stop you because we need the route on your books. There's your route numbers on every book.
Okay.
And the ones that you don't have, you can put Tampa in there, or Hernando, H-E-R-N, I think would work for Hernando.
I think it's all over our calendar.
Okay, it is.
On the shipping calendar. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to come down here.
But that one is Tampa for namesake, if you want to put Tampa in there.
Okay. This, if you need a PO, it'll normally come up. Where's the PO field? Huh. It doesn't have to be there. But it'll normally stop it right here if it does require it. Okay? So we come down here and we put TAM. There was one other thing here. Oh, if you've already entered the order, now you're coming back in to add something else to it, okay? If you see this as P, they've already printed it in the warehouse. So you've got to have that changed to A. What's going to happen is they go to pull it and they've got the document from the prior. They won't have your addition.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is they'll pull previous order because they don't know that other order's out there. Okay, so be aware of that and when you're doing this. If you come back into it to add something, change that so the new document prints and they see it and they say, oh yes, we have to add this to it. Okay? All right, so now we're going, just hit enter, and that brings us to the order screen. Okay? Now, let's just use Empire stuff as an example here. Okay, so let's say we want to quote them. Remember, we're in quote mode. Let's say we want to quote them on. So we're going to put a quantity here, whether it be 1 or 200, and you put your deal there, and then you put your, and you have to have a space. Okay. Always remember you have to have a space.
What if I don't have an item number for the product?
Okay, if you don't have an item number, let's go back here. So we're right there. Go to search. F4 is search, okay? And then here's your scroll up and scroll down. Use your scroll up and scroll down wherever they may be.
Okay.
And so let's say we want to go let's say we want to find Maximo 5W30 bulk.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going through here, you can see everything. And you're just going to scroll down.
Now under description, can you start typing Max and it'll pull up description?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I just want you to see what all that's in here.
Sure, sure.
You know, you got Honda, you got the Ford stuff, you got your Kendall stuff. Now let's say we get in here, page up, and we see something that maybe they said, oh, you know what, I'd like a price on that Four Seasons, the Kendall product.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get that up there.
And it inputs it as soon as you hit enter.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, you want to know what the pricing parameters are. Okay, so just go hit F6, and there's your 1 through 10, and that gives you an idea of where you can be.
Game changer.
Yep, it was for me. So now you can look up any one of
And
the
it has
customers,
inventory. So I can show
and it
how much
shows
I
you
have.
whether we've got it or not.
Oh.
So, and that's the other thing. Dan was concerned about getting all these back orders, you know. If you enter these orders, you'll know whether we had it or not.
Yeah.
Because it's going to show you right there when you enter it, how many they back ordered or how many they shipped.
Sure.
Okay? So, anyway, so there's what your pricing deal is. So we just hit F12 to go back to the prior screen and enter to put it on the line. Now you say, oh shoot, I need to change that price. So we just come up here and we highlight it, enter it, bring it back down, okay? And you want to change it, it's OP. All right? And that requires you have to go back up, enter, now you can change it. Now, sometimes you can change it without that, depending on what the pricing structure of it is.
Okay.
But if it's on a program, it's going to require you to do override price is what it is.
Okay.
All right, so now I just want to change it to 112, say. And there we go. Okay, so now we want to go back to search. Whoops, got to put a quantity there. Okay, F4. All right, and we want to do Maximo. Okay, there we are. And now we're going to scroll down. Let's see if we got, okay, we got 530 bulk
Synthetic blend right there.
synthetic blend. So we're going to pull that down. There we go. Now we can hit F6 and we know where we are. And this is the same as that page that you've got, the pricing page.
Except instead of it just having 14 things, everything in our
Everything's on
systems there. Wow.
Yep. Yep.
Perfect.
That's why it's, you know, that's why I wanted to get you on here, because you've got access then to literally everything we've got. The other thing we've got in here is equipment as well. So you can go in and look at your equipment
Okay.
and the pricing on the equipment. You're not tied to have to wait for pricing to come, you know, if
Inventory for
Connie's-
equipment's going to be in there
Connie's-
as well?
yes. Yeah. So, well, at least what we've got. Now that's going to be, you're going to need Matt and Connie's help more on tanks than anything, because
Okay.
it's not always accurate because stuff's coming in and going out. But, you know, pump handles and all that kind of stuff is in.
What about used options? Warehouse needs to be involved with that
Yeah.
to see what we have?
Yeah, I'd call Yogi or Joe Allen
Okay.
on those, because they know what's back there as
Okay.
far as use goes. That's how I happened upon Sal's stuff. And it's a good idea that if you're working on somebody and they want to consider used equipment, bounce it off those two, and they'll know what's coming in.